extreme close-up, so not very much. Surprise, it's us again. We are going to be doing repeating Mace. So repeating Mace is for a left push or straight push, but it might be going to it can be going straight ahead or even to the shoulder, either one. I'm going to do it quick so you can go, oh yes, I know that technique. And then we'll break it down and explain it. Here comes the push. Cross out. All right. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to be checking off zones. We're going to be looking at the concept of sealing the breath. Bodies can do two things, which I've mentioned before and will mention again. They can guard or they can balance, but they cannot do both at the same time. So the object with every technique you do is to knock your opponent out of balance so they're no longer guarding, which makes every strike that you do hurt more. Some people also use the elongate and compress. That's another way of doing it, putting them off balance and then causing more pain. This technique has a number of factors to it. First of all, here comes the push. The first thing we want to do is we're getting out of the way. We're going to be using a left hooking parry, and we're going to drop off directly to 3 o'clock. If 12 is in front, we're going to move to 3. The idea is to get off the main line of attack. We can go back when someone pushes us. We've done some where we're going forward. Now we're going to do one where we are going to the side, because we've got to cover all of our directions. So from here, when the push comes slowly, we're going to do a hooking parry here. I'm in a twist stance, which I'm not going to stay in very long. And I'm going to take my my right hand, and I am going to do a punch behind here, which I will show you on the other side. It's not, I wouldn't say the kidney, it's actually, there's the area between where the diaphragm hangs down, where you hit one side and you hit the other side, and when you hit ba-bam, what it does is it makes the diaphragm freeze, and that's called sealing the breath. It holds it in so a person cannot exhale or inhale, and they go, which is a great position for them to be in, not you. So from here, you're going to use your unwinding of your stance we're in a twist stance, so you're going to unwind as this one, your right hand comes up, shoots in, thus putting him out of balance here, and at the same time you're going to hold this hand so we can hit him some more. Going to be doing a figure 8 motion, dropping this here. Now we're hitting on either side. We've exposed here, put him off balance, struck on the inside here, bringing him back, sealing the breath. We have his hand. Our left hand has his left hand. Going to be stepping up. This is a gauging step. If you have long legs, you may not need to step as much, but you're going to want to step a little more than being in your neutral bow. You're going to want to slide up a little bit at least. You can come with your feet together depending on your range. Given where he is right now, I'm going to step up about half of a stance worth. I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to find the spot behind his shoulder blades, which we will do again on the other side. I'm going to use my forearm on the inside of his shoulder blade, pulling back with my left hand on his left hand, pushing him forward. It's going to be a sort of a lever type motion. The idea is that he steps forward with that right foot, exposing his left. If he drops a lot of weight onto it, he'll probably go up on his heel a little bit, which will expose the calf. From here, I'm holding on to him for balance. I can use my right leg. I can do a teardrop kick. I like to just kind of like a horse. You don't have to do that one, but you want to go up and then straight down. For that last kick, you're going to want to go drop your weight into it, smashing your opponent's kneecap into the ground. Some people I've seen do this. I don't like it. I like to drive the person down. I've never liked that very much, but again, that's just my preference. I'm not going to say right or wrong. I'm not going to say that this is the way to do the technique. This is merely a way to do the technique, many ways. So looking at it from the other side, we're going to take a look at all the parts of it. Here's my twist stance. I'm using my hooking parry here. This hand is already ready for action. We discussed in buckling branch and in thrusting salute the idea of hand already in motion. As this hand drops, here comes that push. This hand is already ready. This right hand is already in motion, circling around, boom, dropping, noticing the stance change at the same time. Going to be doing a circling figure 8, coming around, re-grabbing here, boom, going to strike here as he bends over. It's again going to pass through. I'm going to use my hips for torque as I pull back and push forward. This is not arm action, this is hip action. Boom. Your arm should be locked in and should be connected to your hips. So from here, then it comes up and down, and make sure that there's a cross out. That is repeating Mace.